Welcome back to the channel, guys. Joel here with details, and today we're going to get right into it. We're going to talk about a product that has been getting a lot of hype. We're going to give you our true opinion. We use this, I'm not even going to call this testing. We just use this as directed. And what I'm talking about today is going to be Jimbos, formerly known as Hard as Shell. We are going to tell you our experience with this. The reason we purchased this was to make our maintenance vehicles a lot easier to clean, a lot faster to clean, and to overall give better gloss and protection on the vehicles that we also drive. We've been seeing a lot of detailers say, oh, it's not working, oh, it failed, this and that. We gotta understand, guys, this is meant to be put on a vehicle, washed on a normal basis, and the results should show you exactly what it's capable of doing. So we did exactly that. We're not sitting here with any panels that we're putting in our garage, testing or leaving out in the sun, comparing it, washing it 20 times, and then seeing if it fails or not. We're putting these on vehicles that we see maybe once every 2 weeks, once every month. We do a gentle pH neutral wash on, and we're trying to see if this is going to hold up. We're trying to see if this holds up to what Jimbo states it will. You're gonna see in the videos, these were all taken at different times because I've been watching it. I've been seeing how it reacts. I've documented closely on how the vehicles were driven, where they were driven, how long it has been, weather conditions. So you guys will be able to see what this stuff is really performing in real world situation. What we're showing you is going to be real result. And you seeing what the vehicle looks like a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, and to see how it holds up, to see how it protects, and to see if it's actually keeping the cars clean. I'm gonna let you guys make the judgments on your own. People have their opinions. I've heard a lot of bad things about this. I've heard a lot of good things about it. I've heard people call it flat out trash. I've heard people say, oh, it's decent. I've heard people say, oh, it failed at this point, this and that. Everybody's experience is a bit different, but also, how are people really using it? Are your expectations in alignment with what's currently on the market? Also, are you really using it the way that you should be using it? Are you using it as directed? And are you really giving it a chance? We applied this to over 15 vehicles. Vehicles that we've actually been able to monitor the closest were our personal vehicles, but we also have some extreme cases that we want to show you how they turn out after going through extreme environmental changes, long travels, or an extended period of time with some bad weather. So stick around to the end of the video. Give us your opinion on this product. As you guys know, we don't talk about a lot of products because most products out there, they just don't hit our standards. This product here, we specifically chose before it came out because we like what Jimbo stands for. We like what Jimbo had to say about the industry, their standards and expectations. Also, how Jimbo had an understanding of what the capabilities were and how the industry was kind of cutting the consumer short. So I'm gonna let you guys make that decision for yourself. Did Jimbo hit the mark or not? If you guys are impressed with the results, go ahead and click the link below, pick up yours, use discount code details. So let's get right into the video, guys. You guys will actually be able to see the results and the reaction that we get from using this on site weeks after post application when it's time to clean the vehicle and maintain the vehicle. So here's another maintenance vehicle. We applied to Jimbos a month ago. This one went from California to Arizona, then back to California. Got some bugs on it. And we're gonna put this one to the test. But check out the sides. That's pretty dang clean, man. I'm taking a road trip to Arizona. That is pretty clean. You know, you got some grime build up here. These Suburbans, these new Suburbans build up a lot back here, but it looks like it's coming off super easily. I'm not even putting pressure. I'm just tapping it in. But look at that, you still got shine. That's crazy. So we'll see. We're gonna do the wash. But look, you can't tell me. Look at the side of this car, Sal. Does this car, from not looking at the front or the back, look like it drove to Arizona? Like, I've seen cars that just drove in the rain for a week here. That's crazy. So those of you Jimbo non-believers, here's another one more example of, and you can see some of the water behavior up here. So we're gonna wash this. We'll come back and let you know how long it took and how hard it was to get all this stuff off. But all right, and we're only using 1600 PSI, so we're not using a lot of pressure, guys. As you can see, the water behavior is crazy. The protection is there. So I'm still not understanding what we're talking about, this stuff not working. So Jimbo, it looks like you get a pass from details. So it looks like we're probably gonna be using this on all of our maintenance vehicles. This is what we tested it for, to see if it was gonna work on all of our maintenance vehicles to make our job and our lives easier. And it looks like it's past that. We've tried this with multiple different SiO2s, you name it, we've tried it. It doesn't work. They haven't worked like this. This car just came back from Arizona. I'm highly impressed. Joel here with details on site. We're finally gonna give a true real world experience with Jimbos. We're testing for the things that you should be testing for when it comes to a SiO2 spray or any type of protection. We're putting these on maintenance vehicles that we take care of monthly, and we also are putting them on our own vehicles. So we're able to see exactly what is happening as the vehicles are used. They're not garage kept vehicles. These are not our personal vehicles that we just run tests on. These are not panels that are kept in the garage or outside that allow them to get weathered as if it's an actual car. These are driven vehicles. These are vehicles that only we touch. These are controlled as much as possible because nobody else is touching them, so we know what's on them, the last time they've been washed. We're able to document and track all the information on these vehicles so we know what's really going on. So this is going to give us, in our opinion, the best opportunity to see what this sealant is actually doing. It's an expensive sealant. I've been hearing some people say it's good, some people say it's failing, some people say it doesn't work. A lot of people were on it at the beginning. Now they're saying they don't like it. So Jimbo is claiming that this is going to have great UV protection, amazing shine, and it's going to outlast pretty much anything that's out there on the market. So here we go, guys. I'm gonna spray this with my spray nozzle. This is just water. We have nothing else on the surface. In my opinion, that's beating like a true ceramic coating. That's it.
This thing is smooth, baby. Man, I wish you guys could feel it. This thing is smooth, slick. Like it's protected, like we just did a ceramic coated vehicle. That's what it feels like.
There you go, guys. And here's what we have after the dry off. So this has nothing on it. This is just using a clean Korea towel. This is the Jimbos on there still. Crazy gloss still. The gloss looks like we just applied it. I'm not gonna be applying any on this one. We'll be back in a couple weeks to wash this vehicle if it doesn't rain. But as you can see, guys, we're just using it as directed. We're using this product. We're using this product by its intended use to wash a vehicle, protect it. This is how you test the subject, guys. So if you're out there wondering if the product works or not, maybe you should actually test the subject in a real world scenario. What do you think, Sal?
Pass the test. We're keeping this in the arsenal.
What do you think about people saying it's not what it was hyped up to be?
I want to know what they're talking about, the hype. There's no hype. Stuff works. Yeah, I want to see what their test consists of.
Yeah.
You don't get no realer than this test. No tape, no nothing. This vehicle gets driven daily.
Yeah. It's looking good. Passed my test. They're staying cleaner longer, which is a good indicator that the protection is actually working. And here's some shots of our mobile unit after 3 weeks. This thing usually doesn't shine at all. It gets beat up. You know, it's out in rough areas. But I have noticed crazy water beating. It's rained about 4 or 5 times since we've applied this. And this bottom usually gets pretty tore up, and it's looking a lot better. It's looking a lot better than usual. It hasn't stayed this clean in a very long time. So, not sure why people are not liking this Jimbos stuff or why they're saying it's failing. It's rained twice. This thing has been driven about 200 plus miles, between 200 and 300 miles. My wife commutes pretty far. As you can see, and this is after 2 rains. Very little road grime, and it still feels super slick, which is probably, you can barely see the amount of road grime on here. Super slick for 300 miles. That's really not bad. That's not bad at all. So all you guys doing these torture tests or doing these testing, stating that you guys are doing testing when you guys just have panels in your, inside of your garage that you're just washing and spraying chemicals on. That's not a real world exposure. That's not testing. That's not seeing if this stuff is gonna work. And the gloss is crazy gloss. But yeah, so I'm still liking the Jimbo stuff. We'll see how it goes, with a few more testing and to check up on all of our maintenance clients. We have it on about 12 to 15 cars right now. So, but this car gets beat up like crazy. As you can see, just in 10 days, look at the amount of bugs that she has on it. So, all right, guys, it's raining. This is about our 7th day of rain in the past, I don't know, 7th day of rain in the past 2.5 weeks. This vehicle has been protected with hard as shell by Jimbos. And all of you guys running these tests saying it's not working well, I really don't know what you're talking about, because this is wild. My wife commutes in this car 3 times a week, and she's going about 60 miles each way 3 times a week. And there's nothing else on here but Jimbos, and this stuff is just beating off like crazy on the side. And check it out, she still has beating down here, and look, it's still moving. This is the biggest problem area for this vehicle. So I don't know how much more of a real world test we can get. Guys, this car has not been washed in almost 4 weeks, and this stuff is holding on super strong.